Hey guys, my name's Sarah and I am going to start doing a video vlog about how I fix things around the house because I'm just learning and it's probably hilarious to watch me, so I thought I'd just record myself. Today I need to fix our garbage disposal. A couple years ago this would have been a very big task and way above my pay grade, but I'm getting paid a lot more lately, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I've never taken a video of myself ever in my life, nor have I fixed the garbage disposal, so both things are going to be new today. So the very first thing I did was Google how to take a video. I, of course, found a bunch of video apps that I don't think I needed, and finally just looked at my computer, found a video, and I'll take care of it later. So I have learned quite a bit from watching my 5 and 7-year-old try to make YouTube videos. So I'm pretty sure I got this right. I think I'm supposed to be saying stuff like comment below, hey guys, this is Sarah, that kind of thing. And then when my 11-year-old gets home, she can help me edit this video. So aside from Googling how to make a video, check. I've got my lesbian flannel on. Today I'll be playing both the male and female role of fixing something, so that's going to be a little different than most videos you see. Got my flannel, mostly because I really rock flannel. It's super cold today for the first time this fall, and I think that's what you're supposed to wear. I do have Carhartts on too, as well as my do-rag for my dreads, so when we go under the sink, hopefully my dreads won't get too gross. So the second thing I think I need to do is to Google how to fix a garbage disposal. And I'm trying to decide if I should do that first or just go to Lowe's, get the stuff I think I need, come back, and then watch the video and I guess increase my odds of having to go back to Lowe's. I think what I'm going to do first is make another latte for myself to really get in the mood, because I just took a short nap as I'm filling, again, the male role here in this fix-it thing first. If I were filling just the male role, I would also tell my wife to go kind of clean under the whole sink so I could get under there, but since I'm the stay-at-home mom and the handyman here, I'm going to have to get myself to do that first. So I'm going to pause the video, make a cup of coffee, come back, let you know what I've decided about Googling, what we're going to the store first, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back after having a nice latte and I decided to run to Lowe's first after I ran to Walmart because I remembered that I have to cook dinner tonight and I need ingredients for that. And I've been promising our 5-year-old I'd get medicine for a little wart he's got on his baby toe, and he's been asking me every day for about a week and I keep forgetting. And a little mom tip for you is to get the more expensive kind that you only have to do a few times. If you get the cheap stuff like I typically go for, I read the small print on that, and it says treat daily for up to 12 weeks. So with a 5-year-old, that sounds like a horrible, horrible ordeal for everybody. Anyway, so I ran to Walmart, ran to Lowe's, decided to trust my gut on this one, and I think it paid off because a guy at Lowe's helped me out, and while he may have been mansplaining stuff to me, I don't mind that because I really don't know much about fixing stuff. So I will take mansplaining any day when it comes to repair, and I don't feel offended because I did learn something. So he told me, and hopefully I'm excited because there might be a little trick to fixing something that's not actually that broken. So hopefully that's what it is, and I'll save $100. And if it is, great. I'm a little disappointed that I won't be able to actually do a disposal repair, but my budget will be better off for that. And before I keep going, I do want to explain the lesbian flannel. I am allowed to say that because I am a lesbian, and I can make those kinds of jokes. So, yeah, so I ran to Lowe's. The other option I could have had was to call my dad, which would probably be smarter because he would have probably told me the same thing that this guy at Lowe's did, and I would have saved a trip, but at least I got to price out disposals, and I know now what they cost. Another quick little tip, they had two kinds there. One was around $100 a piece depending on the size, and the other kind of brand they had was $200 a piece, and I learned that there's no difference. They're made by the same company, but one's contractor grade and one's in-home grade. So I assume they work about the same, and you'll save $100 by just going with the more generic looking one. So hopefully my dad will be a regular on this show when we call him for constant questions. The other two guys that I do call is my ex-husband. He's very handy, as well as my ex-husband-in-law, so they both usually are willing to help me out. And so anyway, I am going to open these up and see if we can see the garbage disposal here. And as you can tell, it's not terribly messy down here. I've been doing a good job keeping that clean, so I hope you guys are impressed with that. Okay, I noticed, so there's a couple different sizes of these, which I learned too that I should have checked before I went to Lowe's, but if I have to go back, I will have to go back. Anyway, so we're going to take this stuff out, and apparently, okay, the big tip that I learned was apparently there's a little 6-way, like Allen wrench kind of doohickey that you can stick on the bottom here when it's jammed up like ours is, and I'll just show you why I think our dishwasher or our garbage disposal is broken anyway. It sounds like this. And it might just be jammed up. And so apparently there's a little hex Allen wrench that we can stick on the bottom and like free it up. And he says it should be somewhere like in this vicinity, and he was like, you probably have seen it. No, I haven't, but maybe the people who installed it actually did leave it in here. And this is my stupid dog, Zeke. I don't know, he's just concerned that I'm on the floor. Anyway, so I'm going to take a look and see if it's hiding somewhere. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. There's also, some of these have a little reset button they can push here and just reset. I'm going to just, since I can't find that tool, I assume it's just like a stupid Allen wrench, but let me see if just resetting it did the trick. No. Okay, so if we find the tool, and I do not see it anywhere on here, which is stupid. Okay, I'm going to try to go find a tool somewhere in my garage that I could just stick in there. They were selling those tool wrenches for $7 at Lowe's. I might have to go tomorrow. Oof, gotta go again. Right now, unfortunately, this is like a job that seems pretty straightforward, but I've got to run in about half an hour to go get kids. And also, while I was at Walmart, one of my kiddos called and said he forgot his running jersey for the cross-country meet we're going to go see him at in a little bit too. So I have to do that, and this job seems pretty big and so worth procrastinating an extra day or two. Although it is pretty gross up there now that the garbage disposal isn't working and nothing's going through the drain. I don't know what that's about. I keep reaching my hand down in there hoping I'll find something that jammed it up, but I just keep getting really grossed out, and I'm definitely the only one in the house that's willing to do that. So I will go and search for a tool and check back in a minute. Okay, so I went out to the garage and found my handy little jar of Allen wrenches. Every mechanic should have jars of tools or screws, nails, what have you. I've learned that if you haven't made it to your 40s without jars of screws, you haven't amounted to much yet. So anyway, I was hoping an Allen wrench would work, and now that I'm thinking about it, the nice Lowe's man did kind of mansplain the 6-sided wrench, which I was picturing something much different than just what an Allen wrench is. But I found a couple, stuck it up in this hole here, wiggled it around. I'm trying a couple different sizes because I can't really see up in there. I don't feel anything moving, but I'm just hitting that. I'm going to hit the reset button here and see if that does the trick. Woo! Okay, well that got it working again, but that sounded terrible. So I am going to bravely stick my hand back down in there and see if maybe I loosened up something that was jamming it to start with, which could be anything really. I would blame the kids, but it's probably something I did and stuff down there, because I might do that sometimes. So, alright, I'm going to try to angle this up here, and you can watch me reach down in there. At least all the garbage is gone. I don't feel anything, but that really sounded bad. Oh, wait. Well, here's a little piece of plastic. I don't think that was jamming it up. The other day when it first jammed, I reached in there and it felt like kind of a rope tied around, but I think it was like an old like green onion leaf or something that was jamming it. So anyway, let me try that again. It worked! Alright, super exciting. Except I was kind of hoping I'd be badass enough to put a new one of these in. I'm just really glad I didn't have to. But it does sound pretty simple from what he explained to me, and I just had a friend's husband recently put one in, and they look intimidating, but it sounds fairly simple. I have learned over the years, holding flashlights from my dad, that nothing's actually ever simple, which is why I've always kind of shied away from fixing stuff. But in the past year or so, I've just kind of bit the bullet and started like, hey, it can't be that hard, and learned that I have been able to do several little projects around the house pretty easily. So I am going to explain what the guy explained to me. That sounds pretty straightforward. So making sure everything's off, obviously, unhooking this, and then loosening these 3 screws. It literally kind of pops its way off. You twist it halfway around, or a quarter way, pop it out, stick the new one in, twist it, hook it back up, and you're good to go. It doesn't sound that hard. The biggest thing is making sure this pipe, you have a bucket to catch all the crap that's going to run out of there. The next project I do, when we got a new dishwasher, which I did pay for someone to do that because, like I said, I'm just starting to learn, and that's way above my pay grade. He mentioned that this back here, this little hose is leaking a little, and that seems like a pretty simple project too. I'm learning that plumbing stuff really isn't that intimidating once you break it down into baby steps and kind of think through that. So anyway, I think my next project besides that, I have a dripping faucet. Tomorrow I'm gonna, my hand's full of crap. Tomorrow, so we just hopefully are buying an old minivan that I'm gonna go have some mechanics take a look at, and go through that process. I have to sell our Suburban online, so I kind of have to get it all ready to go. Let's see, my other projects. I have another one that I'm supposed to do, but now I can't remember. Anyway, so I'm glad that this first episode worked out really well. I can't be that badass, but I did figure it out. So I hope I see you guys next time.